Just a perfect little sail. Our autopilot's still broken, but we have our wind vane that we can use when it's windy enough, so we're happy sailors. We are going to explore Monterey by bicycle. You bogged us.
I didn't see the curb. Take what, 2, 3 attempts for the autopilot? I think we figured it.
I'm Kate, and this is my husband Mick. Our kids, Thomas and Bentley. We bought a 45-foot sailboat, Meraki, completely refit her, had a shakedown cruise, and now we're ready to sail to Mexico and beyond. These are my parents. They helped us sail to California, and now they're finalizing plans with their new sailboat to join us on the journey. Come along with us as we learn, laugh,
I play with boats,
and explore. And hey, don't forget to hit subscribe.
I just can't stop singing. Oh, how baby I love
you. Goodbye, Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz was very different than I expected. I'm not really sure what I expected. I think it was just a lot quieter. That's just because of COVID. We still had lots of fun. The beaches were really cool. The kids love the surf beaches. And it's only gonna get better, I keep telling them. Today we are heading to Monterey, which is on the other side of Monterey Bay. We're hoping to get our autopilot fixed in Monterey. We wanna go see the aquarium. There's like a really epic aquarium there. We have been told that Monterey Bay is a canyon and one of the deepest canyons this close to shore in the world, I think. So there's like a ton of research that goes on in this bay, and that's represented in the aquarium, so I think it'll be really cool. Work stuff to do, computer stuff, some surprises in the works. We're gonna rejig our website and launch a merch shop, which a lot of people have been asking for. And I've just been feeling a little too overwhelmed to get to it, but I'm feeling really stoked about it now. We've already got some designs on the go, so we just need to get it up on our website. Anything else?
Peanut butter phone.
All right, well, bye, Santa Cruz. See you soon, Monterey.
Bye-bye.
How's it going, sailor boy?
Fine.
You're driving while Dad sets up the wind vane?
Yeah.
Sweet. Did you know we're in a race?
Yeah.
Who are we racing?
Jackdaw.
Jackdaw. Another boat. We met, where did we meet them originally? Eureka? I think so. Anyway, they actually were a bit delayed, so I thought the race was off. They messaged us and said, hey, you cheated. You motored out of the anchorage. And I was like, what? We're still racing? Also, I don't know that we could have sailed off the hook. We've never done that. Just a perfect little sail. Our autopilot's still broken, but we have our wind vane that we can use when it's windy enough, which it is today, so we're happy sailors. We're cruising along. We've got our main up with 2 reefs in it and our little jib, and we're averaging about 5 knots, so it's just beautiful. We thought we'd shake out the reefs in the main, but 5 knots is good, hey?
Yeah, super comfortable. And if we get some gusts or the wind picks up later, we don't have to change anything.
Are you enjoying this sail? It's a pretty nice day, hey? It could be a bit warmer.
Yeah.
A bit chilly. How's it going, Capitano?
It's good. It's good. The wind keeps shifting, so there's a few adjustments with the wind vane, but just great.
Good.
No complaints. We're just bopping along.
Some big rollies out
Yeah,
here today.
there is this huge one. This is a very slow race. I have time to think. And my thoughts are that I can't be bothered doing anything to make the boat go any faster.
Spectacular sail day.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
It's amazing.
The whole way.
So, what's going on there?
taking my boat for a walk.
What is that string supposed to be attached to?
There's a little adjustment wheel on the wind vane that when you turn it, it steers the boat. It changes where the sail's pointing, the white vane sail. It turns which direction that is depending on the wind, which then steers the boat. And I thought the wind kept switching. That little wheel was just spinning by itself.
Because we didn't have that anchored anywhere.
Yeah, so this is just supposed to keep tension on it. You just tie that to a point and then you just push or pull these strings to adjust course. But because there was no tension on that black wheel, it was just kind of moving by itself. When we get to the next spot, I'll add that to the list. But this is okay, this is okay.
I kind of laugh because it's like you don't want to hold the steering wheel, but you'll sit there and hold some strings.
Right, I don't have to turn the steering wheel. I don't have to turn this, I just have to hold this.
Well, you do have to pull on it sometimes.
Every now and again, but it's like this. It's not going.
This is an insanely amazing sail day. I can't even. This is what we imagined when we thought about doing this trip. It's so different than like motoring and fog and just trying to get ahead of bad weather and rushing, and this is good. Pick a day where the wind looks right and go. First half of this trip, getting to San Francisco, is like just looking for a day where you're not gonna be totally walloped and you're gonna be okay out there. Now, south of San Francisco, it's like, okay, we can look for days where the wind is going to get us to where we want to be. And there's just less of those really wallopy, scary days. I've even learned to love like open ocean swell. These big swells, they're like 6 feet and it's really comfortable because we're used to this like choppy sea back home. But these swells, as long as they're timed right, it's really comfortable. You don't want them too close together. That gets a bit scary. There's a fair bit going on.
Yeah, I know. It's that same thing again. From here, it looks like it's super busy, but I'm sure when we get close, we'll have a bit more room. But there's a ton of boats up there ahead. And we're going right...
It's really narrow. It's like thread the needle, hey?
Yeah.
So, we have to go on the other side of this big fisherman's wharf here?
And I have no idea if we're in the right spot, but we aced it coming in here. Look how close they are when we swung around. But the directions he gave me led me to this point. On the
but
chart.
It's just really strange. There's like all these wood boards that makes us feel like we shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
but they could be for the sea lions.
This is a municipal wharf, so it is different to what we've been to, right?
Okay.
On my charts, it showed another wharf running right down the middle here, and that's where I was planning to go.
But there's nothing here,
But
just
there's nothing there. So
we moved all these boards so we could anchor.
I mean, they're not going to have these here for dinghies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But the boat is moving so much.
There must be a fair current in here.
G'day. Pretty sure the last time we spoke was when we pulled up to the dock here and we weren't sure if it was the right spot. I am now doing the dishes hours later, still in that spot. So we were in the right location. Just didn't seem right, but we went and paid the harbour master and yeah, this is where we're meant to be. And as
like our own private dock.
Yeah, our own private dock. It's like 70 foot long. Yeah, there's no one over here, just a bunch of spectators. There's like a viewing platform right on our dock above it, and people would kind of just walk by and lean over the rail and stare. It's kind of fun. And as far as the race, did we mention anything about the end of that?
We did not.
We did not.
It was awkward because they left 20 minutes ahead of us, but...
They left 20 minutes behind us.
Oh yeah, but...
I'm pretty sure they gained on us slightly all day. There was times where we definitely matched their speed and were ahead of them, but I think most of the way they caught us, so good for them.
Sailors.
Good job, Jackdaw.
Something exciting going on over here.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is, which we always start with, right?
Yes.
I think I found the problem with our autopilot. There's a magnet here that when it's energized through power, suctions those pieces together and then engages, and then when it's off, it loosens and allows that to spin freely so it's not working the motor hard. So if the magnet isn't active to then engage the autopilot, it just spins freely the whole time and doesn't work.
And that's the problem we're having. It's not engaging.
Correct. So I could hear the motor turning, but it wasn't engaging. When we opened it up, I found a whole bunch of fragments like this. That is a cotter pin where it'll get pushed through and then bent around to hold something in place. And as I was pulling everything apart, I didn't see where that possibly would go until now.
Oh.
So where the magnet attaches,
The cotter pin blew apart.
Yeah, so the cotter pin blew apart, and this then wasn't locked in place, so the whole thing was just spinning freely.
Okay, well, that's all really good news and fixable.
That's really good news and fixable. The problem is that when I was pulling it apart, there's 2 contact points that touch here to energize that magnet, and I broke one.
Oh dear. Pulling it apart, you broke it?
Yeah, come and have a look at this. This is just the silliest stuff. So there's one contact point. This is plastic. And then there's 3 little holes here with like a plastic bar on top, and that's what it's supposed to look like. And the plastic bar welds onto those 3 points to hold that in place, but that just popped off. So I need to glue that back down. Hopefully that stays in place and put it all back together.
Wow.
Luckily I took pictures.
What do you think, guys? Is Dad brilliant or what?
Yeah, could you put on my watch?
Yeah, I can put on your watch.
So we need some super glue to fix that.
Well, good job.
Hopefully. To me that's an obvious thing that broke, because these bits were everywhere, and that's just a really thin aluminum, and at any time that would have just snapped and given way.
Well, and
so,
it's been working hard.
yeah, it sure has. There's that plastic piece that popped off.
Okay, well, do you want me to get some super glue for you? Because
That'd be-
I'm running to the shops.
That'd be a great.
Bad news.
It's like a 6-cent part.
It broke.
Yeah,
Oh, you'll need a new cotter pin too, or do you have?
I have some. Cool.
We're still just hanging out at our sweet private dock. That is great news. We did have an electrician open it up and look at it, and he's like, I see no reason why it's not working, but I guess he didn't see all the cotter pin fragments floating around in it. Where are we?
Monterey, Fisherman's Wharf.
That's pretty cool,
It's
eh?
a really sweet place. Tons of shops, restaurants, ice cream, cafes, everything's here.
Yeah, the marina was super full, so they stuck us on this funny little dock that we actually have all to ourselves, and that backs onto this sweet wharf, which is pretty cool. Except we're quite the spectacle. Everyone comes and like takes pictures in front of our boat and like looks in our windows. So we're just gonna walk over to the marina and see if maybe there's space for us now.
Yeah, they said we can end tie on one of the docks, but it's pretty tight, so I just want to walk over there and see what it's like.
Okay. Hey, sir. Capitano.
Hi.
What's the plan?
Same as before, we'll get to the boat and then we'll decide how we feel, whether we're going to move or not.
We saw the slip, it's pretty tight. We
Yeah,
checked
it's
out the
tight.
anchorage, which looks really rolly.
And just foggy and...
Yeah, it was like a totally different world over there. Now we're just walking home. Here we are on the back side of Fisherman's Wharf. And there we are, all by ourselves. Just in the boonies. Moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta push ourselves a bit, don't we?
I don't know. I'm gonna get nervous, but we're not very good at docking.
No, but we need to get better.
This is us tied with 2 spring lines and a stern and bow line. This is why we're moving. Anyway, it's really odd over here. It's like we're in this little rip current. I don't know. It's very strange.
There you go.
Okay, here.
Okay. Now I need you to go up.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. better here. That was so worth it.
Yeah,
I think we just need to trust ourselves more.
What about you, kid? Are you happy to be here?
Yeah.
Good. What about you, kid? Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you talking to me again?
quiet. I'm filming. Pipe down. This is our third day in Monterey. We got the Autopilot sorted, and today I'm jumping back on the water maker, and this is what I'm looking at. So there's the map, plumbing diagram. I have all those parts, and now I just have to put it together. And this is where it's all going, down in a hole. So there is the pump unit. The membranes are tucked up under the floor here. That's where the seawater will come in. Here's the filter for that, for the seawater, just so no nasties go into the pump. And then we just have to route a whole bunch of pipes through. I'm gonna get power to the unit, and I gotta figure out how I'm going to, where I'm gonna put the fresh water. It would be easiest to just have the fresh water come out of the water maker going straight into our tank, but that really worries me because if the system breaks down, then it'll fill our water tank with seawater, and then we'll be in trouble. So I'm going to route the hoses for where the fresh water come out back up into the forward head, and I'm just going to have a water jug up there to collect that. You know what I'm noticing? Our kids are just like me. Bentley threw this wrapper in and it landed like that, and he asked us to turn it around so the sticky side wasn't down.
If they were like me, they'd put it in the garbage.
For a 7-year-old to think and worry about that, that's pretty cool.
Why do you have your backpack on?
We're going for a pushy ride, mate.
We are going to explore Monterey by bicycle. Okay, there's a really weird word, a name for these.
Pushy, pushy,
I have it in my pocket.
E-bike?
No? They're called that.
Surreys.
They're called Surreys. I've never heard that before. I'm really excited. We're gonna bike from Fisherman's
We were
Wharf
made
to
in
Lover's
India.
Point.
Let's go.
2 adults.
I need a new
go.
sock because it's stepped in a puddle.
Hurry up, mate. Everyone yell at the same time. I don't know if this is a smart idea, but Kate's let me go have the driver's seat. Yeah, 3 hours at me.
I'm excited. We did one of these in Australia, pre-kids, and it was a blast. This is my favorite part.
Watch out!
We have to do the brake.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I almost fell off. How you doing, Bentley? Don't fall out, okay?
Way too fast.
Are you serious?
Look at your steering wheel. We're out of control. You keep stopping.
You said I'm getting speed wobbles, so I stopped pedaling. I can't pedal anymore. Careful, careful.
Why is it so far away?
It's about the journey, not the
Yeah!
destination, Michael. You bogged us.
I didn't see the curb.
Okay, everyone out. Hold on, boys. You know what else is crazy? These yellow things that we just barely squeeze through. Everyone, pedal!
Jeff, the jogging man.
Woohoo!
Monterey. I thought you wanted to go up there.
No. What do you think of Monterey?
Brilliant. I don't need to see it from that view again, but I'm excited to walk.
It's a really cute town though, isn't it? I love it here. Well, it's just another beautiful day in Monterey. I'm doing some laundry. We found one of our cushions had a bit of mold on it, so I'm washing the cushion cover. And you'll never guess where Mick is. He's never been here before. He's in a hole. Your holes.
Yeah, mate. I wonder if I got that on the right way. Take what? 2, 3 attempts for the autopilot? I think we figured it. I think I showed you placing that cotter pin. And now it's all hooked back in and wired up. I think I'm just gonna release the bow lines and then the boat might shift around and I'll switch it on and maybe that'll be enough to see if it does course correction. Should we try that? It is moving it. I'm pretty sure it's shifting the wheel.